Setting the hook with Jose. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Setting the Hook with Jose. And you know what? I'm coming at you guys with another top 3 list. But this top 3 is a little bit different. It's not necessarily top 3 my favorite such and such. This one is the top 3 things that I always forget when I go fishing. You know, whether it's a impromptu fishing trip, one of my boys hit me up like, hey man, I'm in town, or let's go hit up this pond, or I found this spot, let's go hit up. Or even one of my sons just says, hey dad, can we go fishing? Sure. So I'm in a hurry, or maybe something's in my truck, or I leave something in the wife's SUV, or maybe I just space out. But you know, these are just some things that I just usually forget. If you have the same issues that I'm talking about, leave a comment down below. But before I get started, you know what I'm about to say. Go hit that like and that subscribe button. You know, stay up to date. Stay up to date with the information, with all the latest products, with everything that we got going on, whether it's the MLF Pros, Bassmaster Pros, FLW Pros, and everything that we got going on from KastKing. But you know, enough stalling. Let's go ahead and get started. So number 3 on the list that I normally forget. I sometimes, not sometimes, but you know, if it's on the list, it's a lot. I forget something to cut line with, whether it's these, check these out. These are used a lot. Look at that. They're dirty, nasty, but I love these pliers from KastKing. I got the ones with the split ring. Can you check that out? See, with the split ring, because I usually changing out treble hooks on a lot of lures. The tungsten bicarbonate braid cutters work like a charm. You know, sometimes yeah, you don't know it. You can use your teeth, you can use this and that, but sometimes you need to get that hook out. You need to get that hook out of that fish that maybe they just choke it. These little nippers, just something to cut line. You know, I really don't like chewing on it. As you can see, I got some hardware going on in my mouth, but it's good just to have a pair of pliers. And for some reason, with all the different Gerbers and Leathermans and these things, I still somehow space out and forget it. Number 2 on my list, my scale and fish grips. I don't know. You know, some of these spots I hit up, they're relatively hidden, they're unknown, and the fish of a lifetime is just one catch away. I would hate to catch a gigantic fish and not have my scale on me. Because, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, you know, this feels about like a 10. No, it's not. It's not a 10. Unless you put that puppy on a scale, then I'll believe what the weight is. You know what I mean? And not only that, I mean, these fish grips, let me tell you a quick story. I was drop shotting around this dock one time and felt the hit and it took off. Guess what? It wasn't a bass. It was a sawguy. And if you know anything about sawguys and walleyes, those teeth are nasty. So I'm glad I had these fish grips, because I wasn't about to stick my hands inside that fish, man. Those teeth were nasty. And not only that, just the proper way to take care of those fish when you put it on the scale. A lot of times I see people, they'll take these and they'll just stick it right up underneath that fish, you know, jacking up the gills and everything, or they'll even puncture new holes up in that fish's mouth right underneath that. That's not the proper way to do it, you know. Put the grips into the fish's mouth and then weigh it like that. Do it the proper way. And the number 1 thing that I seen, this is something that I always forget normally something, unless this is a trip that I properly prepare for the night before. I have everything laid out. It's a big trip, or just I'm going out kayaking by myself, but I have everything laid out. It's sun protection. And when I talk about sun protection, I'm not necessarily talking about sunscreen, because I normally don't wear a lot of sunscreen, but it's sun protection as a whole, whether it's a face shield, whether it's a hat, a long sleeve shirt. If you don't like to wear a long sleeve shirt, guess what? KastKing has these beautiful sleeves, these Gloves, oh my gosh, these gloves are lifesavers, whether it's grabbing things, grabbing fish, not getting hooked in your hands, keep your fingers. I have multiple pairs of these. I have this pair is brand spanking new. Check that out. But I've got a used up pair that's sitting in the truck right now. I've got another used pair inside of my kayak and inside my crate in my kayak. Glasses. I have 5 pairs of these KastKing glasses, and they're scattered all throughout the house, all throughout my tackle box, because I seem to always forget sunglasses. You know, I did a fishing tournament last year, and I forgot sunglasses, and I had bad burns. Just my eyes just hurt. So sun protection, for some reason, that's just something that I always forget. If you have any one of these problems, please let me know down in the comment section. But hey, appreciate y'all checking in. This is my top 3 list of things that I seem to always forget. I don't know. Maybe I should start making a list. If you have a checklist or something, let me know. Give me some tips on how to not get this scatterbrain. Maybe it's too many years in the army or something like that. But hey, if you got tips and tricks on how not to be so scatterbrained like me and I always forgetting something, or maybe just always have a bag with all that stuff so I could always grab, but let me know. And if you do need any of these things, sunglasses, sun protection, weights, scales, pliers, guess what? KastKing's got you covered. So thanks for watching. This is Jose with Setting the Hook, and I'm out.